Hey, welcome to the channel. Now, I have to follow YouTube rules. Apparently, I need to tell you like, subscribe, comment. Otherwise, it doesn't work. I thought I'd start my first video with my EDC, my everyday carry. Now, obviously, I don't wear gloves all the time, but I figured, you know what? Let me show them off to you anyway, because they're nothing fancy. Get it? Nothing fancy.
2 hours later.
I wonder if it's possible to get negative subscribers. Okay, bad jokes aside, let's get to the everyday carry here. We're going to start off with my belt. So this is, see if you can see this. This is a Bigfoot gun belt. Every everyday carry is going to have to start with the belt. You got to have a good belt. I had kind of a crappy one, and you may think a leather belt from Walmart will get the job done, but after time, if you can see this, yeah, that is just, it gets deformed after a while. I was trying to use that. It worked at first, don't get me wrong, but after a while they just deform and they don't hold up. So for an EDC belt, you want something that's reinforced. This has a, I believe it's a steel reinforcement on the inside, or yeah, it's steel. This has a steel insert. So it's 2 layers of leather with a layer of a steel insert to help it keep its form and rigidity. The only downside I really have with this belt is this buckle is really noisy. So I'll probably go get around to changing it sometime soon. I just haven't done it yet. I figured I'd keep it on here for the video at least so you can see what I'm talking about. But they're great belts. I got the Celtic knot version, if you can. I don't know if that shows up in the camera, but I could use that for, so it looks a little dressy. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. If it's covered by a shirt, no one's going to see it, but I went with that. So you can see I run a pretty light everyday carry setup. I don't do too much. Obviously, phone, cell phone, wallet, and keys. I'm not going to show you those in here. But you definitely want a flashlight of some sort. Now you'll notice also I don't have a light on my gun. I'm not a proponent of running flashlights on your carry weapons. More on that on a different video before you jump in the comments and start tearing me apart about you gotta have a light on your gun. That's what this is for, guys. This is a Streamlight, and again, I'll go into more detail on the carry gun light situation in a different video, but for now, this is a Streamlight ProTac 1L 1AA. That's the model number. I'm hoping you can see that on there. I love this light. I had a Surefire light from several years back, and the Surefire light's great, but it was a little too big for everyday carry. So I was looking for something that could fit in the palm of my hand. With the clip, this has a cool clip on it that'll clip into your pocket, but then it's also got this clip, the way it bends this way, you can put it on the brim of your hat if you wear caps. I don't really wear caps, but if you do, you could put it on the brim of your cap and kind of have a flashlight, hands-free there. It's shockproof, it's water resistant, it's got the temporary on, it's got strobe function, and then it's also got a low output as well, and of course you click it to keep it on. So really great light, small, lightweight, durable. Love this thing. That is great for everyday carry. That's a perfect light for everyday carry. Pocket knife. So this is a Civivi Altus. I just recently got this one actually, and it's got a deep pocket carry clip. I love the profile of this, but as you can see, it's a little, this is my first button lock, and the button is sticking on this really bad. So I'm probably gonna have to, as you can see, it's not supposed to do that. There it goes. So that button is sticking, and I need to get that either replaced or fixed or something. So I may have to send this back, but I do love the profile of this. Fits in my hand really, really well. It's a very nice knife. I love it. I would love to use it for everyday carry more often. It's just that button there yeah, I don't know. It's not supposed to do that. So this is that's a bit of an issue there. I do have another one. This is what I used to carry. This is just a little bit big for everyday carry, but I can always go back to this one. This is a Cold Steel Recon 1. So this used to be my EDC knife before I got the Civivi there, and it's not assisted opening or anything. It's just this old school thumb push, and then you've got to just got to break it like that to pop it back in. But this is a bit of a beast. I got the Tanto edge on it just because it looks cool. I liked it. Again, a really nice knife. So moving on around, this is the extra mag that I like to carry, and I'm going to talk about the holder. So this is called a mag holder. That's actually the name of the company, is Mag Holder, if you want to look them up. There they are. That's their logo, their little sticker they sent with it. And this is designed to sit horizontally on your belt. So let me get the belt out like this. And so rather than sitting vertically, it'll sit like that. And then your magazine just locks right in there like that. So it's really easy to carry. It doesn't take up a lot of room. I like to keep this. Just get rid of that belt. So this I find works best kind of in the front. I'm right-handed, so for my left hand to pull it out, I like to keep that around the 10 or 11 o'clock position, which makes for an easy draw this way. And then it goes into the gun really easy. Now we're going to get to the gun. I carry a M&P Shield Plus, and before we do anything, of course, I know all you guys, this is empty. We're going to do a safety check. There's nothing in the chamber. We have an empty magazine. This is a good to go gun for safety measure. What drove me to the Shield Plus was I was looking for something that was a little bit smaller, a little bit more compact, a little more lightweight than what I used to carry, which was a Glock 19, and then also had a Smith & Wesson M&P 40. I've carried both of those in the past. This, of course, is chambered 9mm. It's a little bit shorter, a little bit smaller, a little bit thinner. And this one does have the night sights. This is the optics ready version. I have not decided to run a optic yet. I'm still kind of on the fence about getting an optic. I know it's all the rage these days. I just haven't made that transition yet, but I do have the option for it if I do decide to, which I do like. This one came with the night sights. Not sure if you can see that in the video, but these are they have the tritium night sights on this. Of course, the Shield Plus has moved to this new trigger system, which is similar to the Glock, where you've got the trigger safety here, which you have to depress before you can engage the actual trigger. Takedown's easy. It's pretty much like any M&P. This one does have a thumb safety, and I don't normally like thumb safeties on my guns. This is the only one I have that has one. That was kind of my bad on that. The display model that I was looking at did not have the thumb safety. So when I went to buy it, of course, they went in the back to get one out of the back, a brand new one. And when the lady brought it out front, I picked it up and just took a quick look at it, and I didn't pay attention to this. She grabbed one with the thumb safety, and I just didn't pay attention to it till I got home, and then I noticed it when I was at home. I just don't use it. I leave it disengaged. It's not something that can move very easily, so you really have to put effort into engaging it or disengaging it. So it's not something that's going to just come on all by itself. You've really got to put some effort into engaging this. So it may wear down over time, but since I don't use it, I don't think it's going to wear down. So I just leave it off all the time. Now, one thing about the M&P Shield Plus is that it's got a really stiff spring on it, and you know, when I first got it, I had trouble. In fact, I still have trouble. Showing you right now. There. It's difficult to get that slide lock to lock back manually like that. I found that the best way to do it, if you're having trouble, is take an empty magazine, put the empty magazine in, and then just pull it back like you'd be racking it, and that's going to lock it automatically for you. Then you can pull the magazine out and do whatever you got to do at that point. But this spring, when I first got it, it was so stiff. I thought there was something wrong with me. I was like, man, I cannot pull this slide back. What is going on? And I've put several hundred rounds through this thing now, so the spring's loosened up a bit. But as you can see, it's still difficult to get this all the way back and hold it back to lock that slide lock up. You've really got to put some effort into it. But other than that, that's really the only knock I've got on it. It's a great shooting gun. Really, I haven't had any issues with it. Now, the Shield Plus will come with these two magazines. So you get a flush 10-round magazine, and you get a slightly extended 13-round magazine. And this was the deal, I guess the deal breaker, or what sold it for me, was this 13-round magazine. Because the flush round, you know, 10 rounds are okay for carry. 10 rounds is kind of my absolute limit, my minimum limit for a carry gun. I wouldn't go below 10 rounds. I wouldn't feel comfortable going below 10 rounds on a carry gun for self-defense. But the biggest issue with this was that the flush mount magazine, you have your pinky hanging off, and I do not like that. I cannot stand that, so I don't even use this magazine. But it did come with a 13-round magazine, and the 13-round magazine with this extension gives you a perfect grip on it. And even with this extension, it's still a little shorter than my M&P 40. So, or which is also the same size as the M&P 9, if you're wondering out there. So this still gives me a shorter dimension from here to here to make it a little bit easier to conceal carry. And then obviously all the other dimensions are short as well. Now, ever since Smith & Wesson put out the Equalizer, you also have a 15-round, I believe it's the Equalizer. I could be wrong on that, but they have a 15-round extended mag now as well. So you can see the differences there between those three. This is the 10, the 13, and the 15-round mag. Now, the thing with the 15-round mag, you may say, why don't you put that in your gun when you carry it? Well, the extension basically extends it so much that I'm no longer getting a shorter dimension this way. So at that point, why not? This is kind of your most important dimension in terms of having to conceal something, being able to conceal it. And if I'm gonna run something that's the same dimension as my full size, I just assume run the full size, right? So I'd rather run the 13-round mag, and I keep that in my holster, and then this is my backup mag. So I'll just run my 15 rounds for my backup in my mag carrier right there, my mag holder. So that's how I do that. And if you're wondering about the holster, I didn't forget about it. This is my holster for, this is my Hidden Hybrid. This is a great holster. These things are, of course, being a hybrid holster, you have Kydex on top, you have leather on the back. This is a really thick, good quality leather. You've got some, you know, felt on the back here to make it a little more comfortable for you. It's got good solid retention in it. If I put it in here, you'll hear a click, and it locks in really well right there. Now, it's unloaded, but still, you can see it's got really good retention. And I'm not even, now if I shake it hard enough, it will come out, obviously. But keep in mind, I'm not putting any pressure on it. When you're wearing this, you're gonna have your belt running across the top and your body pushing back this way. So you're gonna have a little bit of pressure kind of squeezing on it, and it's, I mean, it's really not going to come out. It's going to take a lot to get that to come out. So it's a great holster. This is designed for appendix carry, but it can be altered to carry it however you want, really. I prefer to carry in the 4 o'clock position, so I have mine set up for that, and you can cant this in either direction, which allows for that. So of course mine's canted more this way. If you're going to carry it appendix, you might cant it a different way. I'm not sure how you'd want to do it. This little clip is to help push against the belt in your pants to kind of keep the gun pushed up against your body a little bit better. Works really well. I haven't had any issues with the single clip. I would have to say, if I did do this over again, I wanted something that was a little bit lower profile than what I was used to carrying, and this definitely works for it. But if I had to do it over again, I might go with the 2 clip, just because the 2 clip will disperse the weight a little bit better, a little more evenly. You do kind of feel this when it's loaded, even though it's a small gun. It's you know, fairly lightweight gun, but when it's fully loaded, you're still going to feel it. You know, it's metal and plastic, and 13 to 15 rounds of bullets, you're going to feel that on you. After a while, it weighs down on you. So, but I haven't had any problems with the single clip. It's been a very sturdy holster, and I highly recommend Hidden Hybrid holsters. Now, in addition to that, what I will sometimes do is rotate between that and my Glock 19. So this is the holster for my Glock 19. This is by Crossbreed. This is an older holster that I've had for a long time. You can actually buy these now in, I think, like Bass Pro Shop sells them, and maybe even Academy. I got this back when you had to order it directly from Crossbreed, and they put your name on the back. That's why this piece of tape is here. They'll put your name on the back and, you know, custom make it for you before they send it out to you. So same design as the Hidden Hybrid. You've got the leather backing, you've got the Kydex on the front, you've got 2 clips on this one. And honestly, you know, even though this is technically it's a big, not technically, it literally is a bigger gun than the Shield, I find that this is just as easy to carry as the Shield Plus. I've discovered that it's, you know, it's really and part of that, I think, maybe the holster with these 2 clips compared to the single clip version. That's why I would like to get a double clip version for this, and just kind of make a comparison to see how different they would feel, you know, kind of same, because it's not really apples to apples right now. It's kind of apples to oranges with the 2 clip version on here. But this is a great holster too. If you're looking at holsters, I would recommend either one of these brands. I haven't had any issues with this at all. And again, you get really good retention here as well. And again, you know, when it's against your body, you're gonna have a little more pressure against it, so it holds it in pretty well. Is it gonna hold it? Is it a complete level 2 retention or whatever? No, it's not, but it's pretty solid for everyday carry. So the Glock 19, this is a Gen 3, and again, we do a safety check. There's nothing in the chamber, nothing in the magazine. We're good to go here. But yeah, just a basic Gen 3 Glock 19. Glock 19 was actually the very first handgun I ever owned, and I keep coming back to it. I just shot it this weekend, and it shoots great. They both shoot great. You can't go wrong with either of these guns. But the 19, you know, 15 round magazine, and then I carry a backup mag the exact same manner as this one, so it's the same mag holder, same design. This one's a little stiffer, but yeah, so same method. So no matter which one I carry, I'm carrying in the same position with the extra mag and at the same spot, and everything's same here. Now this looks like an older design. I noticed that this is designed slightly different than this mag holder, so I'm guessing this is an older design, and then they moved to this one, but it still works the same way. So I keep all my, you know, your muscle memory stays the same with either way. So I just rotate between these two depending on what mood I'm in. But I keep coming back to the Glock 19, and it, you know, it's just such a solid choice for a concealed, basically in everything you need it to do gun. That is the deal, the real deal right there. That's about it. Oh, last thing is ammo. My ammo of choice for these is usually Spear Gold Dot. I like to go with that for my carry ammo. Lately, it's been hard to find Spear Gold Dot at the stores, so right now I'm going with the Hornady Black. This is of course 9mm, 124 grain XTP is what I'm currently carrying. So, but Spear Gold Dot's my first choice. I just haven't been able to find them lately in 9mm around here locally at least. But there you go. Okay, so thanks for watching. I hope I didn't ramble too much. This was my first video. I'm looking forward to getting some more out for you guys soon. And like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And thanks for watching.